Hey, happy Saturday, everyone. Doing a quick live little public service announcement for everyone out there. Just want to share with you a small purchase I made today and talk about some things that are going on in the economy and the world and how it's going to affect you. So I'm just going to kind of get right into it. You've heard me talk about this before, maybe silver, gold, precious metals, the dollar. But today Friday, let's back it up for a second. Actually, before I start, whether you're watching this live or you're watching a replay, do me a favor, drop a comment. If I say something in this video that's, you have a question about, please leave a question or a comment about it. If you have like a takeaway of some sort, I always check the comments. And if you want me to connect you with somebody where you can purchase some precious metals for yourself, either private message me or drop the comment silver and I'll go back through and I'll message you. Okay, so Friday I noticed that this price of silver dropped like $2 and change, which is a huge drop. It's like a 7% drop or something in a single day. And supposedly there was some strong economic data that came out. We got more jobs or whatever, and it caused the price of silver to drop. So I, being the silver bug, they call you silver bug if you collect silver, or the bull, silver bull, where I believe silver is going to climb drastically in the future. I went out and started looking for where I could purchase a little bit because I like to buy on the dips. So I went with my uncle today. He wanted to buy some too. He has had a little bit of money, and we found someone online that had some junk silver, and we arranged a meeting. So I went to the bank and made a small withdrawal to get the cash, and noticed that the $100 bills, like most of them were brand new. Like they looked like they'd never been touched, never been circulated. And that's not the first time that I've been to the bank and it's just happened when I've took out a few $100s or whatever, that the $100 bills are crisp as can be. They're like brand new. They just came off the printing press. And if you look, and you can research this for yourself, but right now the United States is printing $1 trillion every 90 days. $1 trillion every 90 days. So that's a lot of money. And what they call that is inflation, inflating the currency, inflating the supply of money. And so there's a reason why when you go to the grocery store, things cost more, even why the stock market has gone up, like gas, groceries, going out to eat, everything costs more. I went to meet up with some friends last night, and we got, I got these little, it was like a hard seltzer. I think it was called Neutral or something. Never heard of it, but it was good. And I got the check, and it was $9 for these things. I was like, I had to ask the waitress. I'm like, "Are you serious?" I said, I didn't say, "Are you serious?" I said, "Was those things really $9 each?" Because usually, like, it's like a beer, basically. I mean, like, normally it's like maybe $4 or $6 on a high end, but this was $9. Thank God I only got two. But this inflation is everyone's gonna feel it, okay? It's like this invisible tax, because when they print all this money, when you got more money floating around, chasing the same amount of goods and services, then prices go up. Okay, that's called inflation. They call it quantitative easing, which maybe if you've heard that term, which is just another way for saying we're printing more money. Okay, and that steals the money out of your wallet, out of your bank account. Every dollar that's printed by them makes your dollars that you have worked very hard for and you've saved worth a little bit less. Now, what has happened simultaneously as they printed this money and the cost of everything has gone up is precious metals have gone up. Okay, so if you go back and you watch my videos, I've been, really encouraging y'all to transfer some of your money into precious metals because it will protect the value. So in the last, 3 or 4 months, silver's gone up 30%. It was like $22 an ounce earlier this year, and now it's right around $30 an ounce. It was actually 32 something just a week ago or something. So, and it's going to go a lot higher, guys. So I've tried to explain this to family and friends before because they have their money invested in places that they think is safe. And I'm like, look, you might not lose it. I'm not saying you're going to lose your money. You'll have the money. It just won't buy shit anymore. It's just not going to buy much. It's going to continue to lose its purchasing power, and they're just going to print you into poverty. So you have to do something. I'm not saying that the only thing is precious metals, but you have to put that money in things that are going to increase in value as inflation continues to run. So I went out today. I want to show you these little, this is what they call junk silver. This is a quarter, where's my camera at? Right here. Quarter printed prior, 1964 or prior. And it was made with 90% silver. And these things right now are selling for, I paid 21 times face value for this. This is what it goes for today. So if you, actually for this one, I didn't purchase today. This I purchased for 19 times face. But then literally when silver shot up, it went up to 24 times face. So that doesn't, you're like, well, okay, what does that mean? Let's say you go out and you buy $1,000 worth of junk silver at 19 times face. It's going to cost you $1,900. Now, if it goes up like it did, in the last week or two and goes to 24 times face, now you're paying $2,400 for that same amount. So you just made $500. If you were to sell it, you just made $500 off of that. What you purchased for 19, you can go back and sell it for 24. So people have asked that question before. They're like, what good is silver going to do if the dollar collapses? So, and I understand the question, but what they fail to understand is like the dollar's never going to be worth nothing. It is going to be worth something. It's just going to become worth less and less. So what you could do is you can put your money, you can store it, and some real money. This is God's money. He made this, and you can only pull so much of it at the ground, so much of it out of the ground per year, which is what makes it valuable. Plus, there's all kinds of industrial uses. But you can put your dollars in that, and then you can go back and you can trade that silver for dollars later when you need it and get more dollars. So it protected the value of the money. Does that make sense? Okay, so that's what I'm encouraging people to do. Also, crypto. I'm not an expert at it, but I have started dabbling there a little bit. And I'm not rich. I mean, I have some money. What I would recommend to people and what I've done myself is lower your cost of living as much as possible, and then save what you can and put the money into things that are safe, that are hedges against inflation, like precious metals, like potentially Bitcoin, gold, things like that, commodities. So here's another way, another form of silver. I'll just show you this real quick. This is a 1 ounce round. It's brand new, never been circulated. And that's sterling. That's 99% silver. Or I'm sorry, 999% silver. Now the quarter that I showed you is only 90% silver. But both are very good, very valuable. A lot of people like junk silver because they're small increments, and it's going to be very easy to transact. I saw one of these quarters in a pawn shop recently, and it was $10. That's how much they were selling it for. A silver quarter for $10. I paid at 19 times face. I paid $4.75. So I was like, okay, well, I feel like I did pretty good. But when silver goes up, and when it really hits, and I think it could be $50 by the end of the year, they'll all just be worth that much more. Okay, so that's what I'm recommending. I've shared this before. I got a prophetic word 24 years ago. That's when I became a Christian, and God told me that the dollar was going to collapse. It wasn't an if. This isn't an if. This is a when. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I'm 100% sure that God told me that the dollar was going to collapse, and to put any money that I had into precious metals. Again, not a vague word. It was very clear, and I'm 100% sure it's going to happen. So I've been trying to encourage people that I care about to get their money transferred over. And again, it's like when I have a few extra bucks, if I have a couple $100, or even $35. I mean, you can literally go out and purchase one of these silver rounds for $35 right now. That's not a lot of money. And what it does, it changes the way you think about money, because we've never lived through like a real collapse, like a 1929 depression style collapse. So we believe in our fiat currency. We believe in the dollar. But really, at the end of the day, what is it? It's just paper. They print it out of thin air. They can print as much as they want of it. There's no restriction to how much they can print. And you have no control over that. What you do have control over is where you put that money when you get it. And if you just keep it in the bank and as a number on a bank account, how much you have savings, because it does make people feel comfortable when they see a number. It's like a melting ice cube. You're guaranteed to lose it with inflation. It's just a matter of time. So I like to take that money and put it into things that go up as it goes down, because it is going down. I just posted something about McDonald's. You know, French fries in 2019 were like $1.99, and now they're $4. Like literally 100% increase in 5 years. And it was across the board. It was several menu items all went up somewhere between 50 and 100% in just 5 years because they printed so much money. This has done the opposite of the dollar. This has gone up. This has gone from, I think it was right after COVID, it was as low as like $12, and now it's over $32 just the other day. So imagine if you would have went out and you would have bought 1,000 ounces at $12, $12 an ounce, you'd have 12,000. It would have cost you $12,000. But if you would go back and sell it now, it's worth $30,000. So that $30,000 could keep up with the fact that the prices of everything have gone up. So that's it. I really just kind of do these videos because I'm hoping that it'll get someone's attention and save someone from some pain. You know, the best way to help yourself and to help the people that you care about is to not go down with the ship, because the ship is going down. I'm convinced of that. I'm 100% sure of it, I would say. You know, I know it sounds crazy, but I've mentioned this multiple times. But, you know, the future for America is probably not going to be so bright. So what I would do is protect myself, start to prepare. Don't panic. Don't get scared. I'm not scared, but use wisdom. You know, go out, and even if you can only get a couple coins, go out and purchase a couple coins, because it will change the way you think about money. This to me is money. I look at cash, paper money as trash. It's like monopoly money. It's this fake, you know, bullshit that they just can print out of thin air. But when you hear this, hear that? The sound of silver clinking together. It's a beautiful sound. And it's good to have a little bit of this in your possession. I think I heard recently that less than 1% of the world's population owns any of this. And you could own a little bit for yourself. So if you have questions about it, drop me a DM. I'll be happy to point you in the right direction. Try not to pay over spot price. You know, don't go out and buy like Silver Eagles, because they're going to charge you spot plus a premium. And when you go to sell it, you're only going to get spot. So I try to pay as close to spot price as I can. And I really like junk silver, and I really like generic rounds because I don't pay a premium on those things. But what else? I think that's it. Anyway, beautiful Saturday out there. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. Shabbat Shalom for anybody that observes the Sabbath today, like I'm starting to. And I'll talk to you later.